What's going on, guys? I'm OSP, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys an extremely powerful $850 PC build. So this build will be able to run most of the latest games at 1080p and high to ultra settings. Now these are just the parts that I would recommend. The link is into the description to the PC part picker, where you can change around the parts to meet your needs. So let's start it with the CPU of the build. And the CPU is an i5 6600 clocked at 3.3 GHz. It's part of Intel's newest Skylake series and is a quad-core processor on the LGA 1151 socket. While i5s don't compare to the i7s in video editing and rendering and things like that, where their performance is shown is in gaming, and it should be able to handle most of the most recent games coming out at very high settings. The next part of the build is a Gigabyte GA B51M-D3H Micro ATX motherboard. Now this is a very no-frills type of motherboard. It has just about everything you need though. It supports the CPU, can hold up to 4 sticks of RAM, 32 gigabytes, and RAM that goes to speeds up to 1866 megahertz. It also has 6 SATA 6 GB per second ports, so you can add in plenty of hard drives and SSDs in the future. Unfortunately, it doesn't have SLI or Crossfire support, but for the price of just $70, it's well worth it. The next part of the build is the RAM, and for this I'm going to pick the G.Skill Ripjaws X Series 8 GB, 2 4 GB sticks RAM, running at 1600 megahertz. So I picked this just because it's only, well, $40, and G.Skill is also a very reliable and cheap RAM brand, and I have it myself, and I really like them a lot. And now onto the hard drive. I picked a Western Digital Caviar Blue 1 terabyte 7200 RPM internal hard drive. So with games coming out nowadays, 1 terabyte should be more than enough to store all your games and access media files and all that. And also the motherboard does have a lot more SATA slots, so you can upgrade to more SSDs or larger hard drives in the future. And now onto the main part of any gaming build, the graphics card. For this I picked the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 970 WindForce 3X video card. I picked this card because it is made by NVIDIA, and games are often a lot more optimized to run with NVIDIA rather than AMD. This card also has 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and most games don't surpass 3 a lot of the time, so you should be good for the next few years running games at very good settings and having good frame rates. And this Gigabyte model also has one of the best coolers on the market right now, with all 3 fans, and it also is very overclockable if you're into that. And for the case, I picked the Cooler Master Half 912 ATX mid-tower case. This is a very reliable case, very well built for the price, and I believe it also has 2 fans pre-installed. And finally, for the power supply, I picked the Corsair CX 750 watt 80 plus bronze certified semi-modular power supply. I picked this because it's made by Corsair, which is a very reliable brand, and it's also 750 watts, so you should be able to upgrade a lot in the future, and it'll last a long time. And it's also semi-modular, so you should not have many cable management issues. So that just about wraps up the build. The link for PC Part Picker will be in the description. Like and subscribe if you enjoy these and want more of them. Dislike if you hate these and you hate the channel. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.